Good morning. This is Giovanni Gallucci, joined by Chloe Dawn and Rachel Donovan, and this is the Daily Trend Report.
Morning, Giovanni. Still shaking road dust off. I took the long way home off a birthday week, 2-lane the whole way, engine sounding like it always does.
Best kind of week there is. Chloe, you make it back to Frama?
Espresso tonic, sunglasses on. Watched the whole town wake up. Nothing urgent.
Good. Today we've got American outdoor brands and how you tell a bad number. The big soda companies bolting QR codes onto their cans, and Instagram handing your audience the dial. Let's get into it.
Clark flagged American outdoor brands this morning, and the headline looks rough. Fiscal 2026 net sales $190.5 million, down a little over 14%. Stop reading there, and you write the obituary.
And nobody stopped reading there. That's the whole story.
The CEO, Brian Murphy, walked the analysts through the noise first. About $10 million in orders got pulled into the prior year, retailers racing to get ahead of tariffs. That's real money, but it's a calendar artifact, not a demand problem. Strip it out, and the full year's down closer to 5.5%.
So the scary number was mostly timing.
Timing, plus one big online retailer resetting its inventory, plus a soft patch in one category. 3 causes, all named, none of them hand-waved. Then he put the real metric on the table. Point of sale, what actual humans bought off actual shelves, outdoor lifestyle up 7%.
That's the part operators should write on the wall. He had an ugly wholesale headline, and he didn't go quiet, and he didn't spin it. He separated the noise from the signal and pointed at the one number that reflects a real customer walking in.
Most brands do the reverse. They vanish for a quarter, or they shine it up so hard nobody believes a word.
And the audience smells both. Silence reads as guilt. Spin reads like a press release. What earns trust is a brand that can look at its own bad number, name the parts, and stand behind the parts that are actually true.
And the kicker is that tariff noise isn't a one-time thing. Import timing and retailer hedging are going to keep scrambling everybody's reported numbers for a good while.
Which is exactly why you teach your audience to read past it now, in a good quarter, before a bad one forces the conversation. Build the muscle while you don't need it. The brand that's been showing real sell-through all year has the credibility banked when the headline goes sideways.
And what does that even look like for a small brand? Most of them aren't holding an earnings call.
You don't need one. It's a monthly phone video where the founder says, here's what wholesale did, here's what you all actually bought, here's the gap and why. Plain. 2 minutes. That's the demand truth post, and it's footage a holding company can't fake.
Meanwhile, the Giants are heads down on their own books.
Amer Sports working down its debt. Lululemon settling a boardroom fight. The big names are staring at spreadsheets. That's your opening. You're small, you can sound like a person who actually makes the thing and ships it. They've got 3 rounds of legal, sanding every sentence down to nothing. Most brands don't have a numbers problem. They've got a courage problem. 3 things you can actually do today. 1. Next time a number looks soft, post a plain phone video that names the noise and shows the demand sitting underneath it. The brand that explains its own bad quarter out-trusts the one that only ever posts wins.
2. Start the habit in a good month. A short, recurring, what the numbers really say post trains your people to trust how you read data long before you need them to.
3. Pin the honest version, then let the comments ask the hard follow-ups and answer those on camera. Receipts in public beat a tidy recap every time.
Jayme caught the one I can't let go of. Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, and Keurig Dr Pepper are putting QR codes on their cans that link out to an industry database explaining 140-plus ingredients. Pepsi's done it across the whole portfolio. Coke wraps its rollout this month, full shelf by 2027.
Read that one slowly. The 3 biggest beverage companies in the country decided the answer to what's in this is a code that takes you to a trade group page explaining why all of it's fine.
So it's a scavenger hunt to find out what you're drinking.
And it's transparency on their terms. The database is built by the industry that makes the drinks. That's not a cleaner formula. It's a better lit explanation of the same one.
It's also a confession. They know shoppers don't trust the label at face value anymore. That's the whole reason the code exists. And here's the rule for everyone who isn't them. When the giant adds a step, the small brand removes one.
Which is the opening, and it's a gift. You don't need a QR code to explain 40 ingredients because you don't have 40 ingredients. A person can read your label on the front in the 3 seconds they're holding the can.
Make that the entire pitch. You don't need to scan anything. The short list is the product, not the fine print.
And the brands actually winning right now are the subtractors. Algae Cooking Club built a whole business on being seed oil free. Good Goods scaled no added sugar spreads into thousands of doors by taking the sugar out, not by explaining it.
There's a guy making calamari jerky, the Hermit, one wild-caught ingredient, 31 grams of protein in the bag. That's the kind of thing a conglomerate structurally can't pull off. They can't take it out without breaking the product.
Subtraction. Big Food answers distrust with infrastructure. The independent answers it by taking the junk out and showing you. Only one of those you can photograph.
And the founder story rides right alongside it. Dolly Parton put out a coffee this month with Community Coffee, and the part that actually sells isn't the celebrity, it's the 5th-generation family behind the roaster.
Provenance and lineage doing the work. That's a story an independent owns natively. You don't need a famous name. You need to be specific and honest about where it comes from and who makes it.
Clean label means you can read every ingredient. That's the bar. Everything else is a code you're hoping nobody scans.
Here's what to do with all of that.
1. Make your ingredient list the whole post. Hold the can up, read every word out loud in 10 seconds, and end on no code to scan. A giant can't shoot that video.
2. Run a Read It With Me series where you put a long, scannable label next to your short one. Don't name a competitor. Let the contrast carry the whole thing.
3. Put the grower or the founder on camera once a week. Name the farm. Show the hands. Let them talk. Provenance is the one piece of content a conglomerate can't counterfeit.
Eddie buried the lead everybody else skated right past. Instagram is moving your algorithm out of a settings menu nobody opens and into a gesture you do mid-scroll. Pull down on the feed, swipe up on a post, and you tell it more of this, less of that. Maseri's on record. It's rolling across feed, reels, and explore.
So people start tuning their own feeds on purpose.
On purpose and constantly. For 10 years, we all played the same game. Feed the black box, study the black box, pray to the black box. That game is ending. The algorithm stops being one judge you've to impress and turns into millions of little dials people set for themselves.
And that flips who wins.
Completely. The old feed rewarded broad appeal. Post something for everybody. Ride the reach. Repeat. The new one rewards being unmistakable. If a person can dial up more Texas camp cooking or more gut health soda, you'd better be the obvious answer to one clear thing.
And the safe, forgettable post?
Gets muted, not ignored. Sit with that for a second. Mediocre used to just underperform. Now a person can reach out and actively turn you down. The middle of the road is suddenly the most dangerous place on the whole platform to stand.
Posting a little of everything used to look professional.
The product shot, the holiday meme, the team lunch photo, the motivational quote.
Right, and now that grab bag gets you filed under nobody because you don't clearly match any single thing a person asked for. Range used to look polished. Now it just reads as noise. Your niche isn't too small. Your execution's too safe.
There's a second piece to this too. Operators are saying the polished, overproduced stuff is already losing to a plain single take of somebody talking to camera.
Pair those two together and it's a clear instruction. Be a specific real person about a specific real thing. Self-curation plus a preference for plain, human footage points the exact same direction. Pick the lane you could talk about for 2 years without running dry and be the clearest voice in it.
And say it where the app can actually read it.
First frame, first line of the caption, in the plain words your buyer would use if they were telling Instagram what they want more of. If your lane only lives in your strategy deck, the dial can't find you. And while you're at it, push those people to your email list, because the feed is rent and the list is the thing you own. 3 moves before we sign off. 1. Put your category in plain language in the first frame and the first caption line of every post this week. 3 words a viewer could hand straight to the app.
2. Pull up your last 9 posts. If they don't all point at one lane, you're teaching the feed to file you as no one. Cut the strays.
3. Pick the single subject you never run dry on and commit to owning it. Specific gets dialed up, broad gets tuned out.
That's the show. If you're an operator trying to get found in a feed people now tune for themselves, that's the work I do. Gallucci Net runs organic social strategy for outdoor, clean label, and operator personal brands. We find your one clear lane and make you the obvious pick inside it. If you want a hand, it's gallucci.net or DM at galluccinet on Instagram or LinkedIn. Talk tomorrow.